Yo, what's up? And welcome to another episode of Better Than Cable. We are back. It is the what is it? The human weapon. It is the human weapon.
You gotta add something.
No, I'm not adding something. If I'm introing, I'm not adding some random shit to my name. We got DJ Bobby B.
At the
And we got the coder. We got the coder in this bitch.
No, the hacker.
The hacker? The hacker. That's what it was. That hacker. I forgot.
You messed up your own name.
No,
You
I did
messed
not
up
mess
his
up.
name.
I think I corrected my name, if anything.
It's tough, man.
It
It's
was
tough.
soft. It was soft for 2 weeks.
Dude.
It's tough. No, I said something else last
No,
week.
yeah, you said something else last week.
Hey, what'd you say last week?
I don't remember.
Yeah, he said some
I said
random shit.
something that I thought of in the moment.
Yeah,
You could go watch it back at some point if you really want to know.
yeah, I forget.
Go watch the last episode if you're interested in that.
Yeah, but today we got F1 the movie. We all went, saw that. It was okay. What would you guys rate it out of 10? Do we?
I'm gonna go last.
Okay, Bobby, you go last. Bars go first.
I'm gonna go. I would say like 8.1 out of 10, real quick.
I was gonna say,
solid.
yeah, I was gonna say 8. I was gonna say 8.
I
think
didn't
it's a
want to
solid
be
8
basic
for me.
and give it. I feel like 8's like a cop out a little bit. Like if you give it an 8.
It's because like for me, I think I'm actually curious to see what you think. Because like if I was more into F1, I don't know if that would like how that would like change my.
F1. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
So
shit.
I'm
So
at
that's
like
why-
a 4.5 or a 5.
Oh shit!
That's crazy.
Oh shit!
Like they shot it really well and the visuals were cool to
That's-
see,
yeah,
but
I
the
was like-
plot was horrible. There
Yeah.
were so many
The actual
things that I
story-
was like,
the actual story of it.
that wouldn't have happened. Like in any way,
That-
shape, or form, it couldn't
Mm-hmm.
have happened. They started every race from the back.
Yeah.
There was never a mention of qualifying.
Yeah. Facts.
Qualifying's a whole part that sets where you start. And they just kept being
I
like,
didn't know.
they have a penalty, so they start at
yeah.
the back.
Yeah, that part I was kind of confused about.
And then even like the last race, the one time they didn't start at the back, they did start at the back. And you can see it in the shots of the cars. There's no cars behind them on the grid
Yeah.
at the beginning of the race. Because they were at the back of the grid
They
in
they
real
used
life.
real footage, right?
Yeah.
Because they
Yeah.
did it during the actual race.
Yeah.
So I feel like their ability to like shoot during actual F1 races actually kind of
like hurt 'em.
handicapped them.
Yeah.
Because there couldn't be any rivalry with another team.
Facts.
Like they
Facts.
couldn't be like fighting against Mercedes and then make Mercedes the bad guys. Because the actual Mercedes team would have been pissed that they
Yeah.
made them the bad guys in a huge movie about the sport.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they couldn't interact with any of the other teams in any way. It was just him versus his teammate, which is fair. But when you're in a back marker team, your whole goal is to work together and be better than the other teams. So it was like there should have been some level of wanting to fight against a specific other team because that's the team that would have been winning
They
the
did
same
it
constructor
Ferrari.
spot as you.
For a second, right? But they were just trying to slow down Ferrari. It wasn't really like they're the enemy,
Yeah.
like our bad
Yeah.
guy.
What? No, that was just so the other guy could pit.
Well, that was the point, right? So that they could get first place or whatever to like slow those front guys down.
Yeah,
What
because
was that?
they have to get around you. So, but
Yeah,
he was trying to slow them down. So the teammate who was out in front could pit and then come out in front of all the guys behind him that would have been going faster than him if he hadn't been blocking them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he would have lost like 7 more spots pitting if the other guy
So-
didn't hold him up.
That strategy specifically, is that actually used? Is that possible?
There's if you're Kevin Magnussen. I mean, yeah, you can block people. If they can't get around you,
Yeah.
certain tracks you can get around someone pretty easy. Other tracks it's not so easy. And if
it's
you're good at
rare.
driving, you could keep people behind you. There was one year that Fernando Alonso in Monaco went like 30 seconds a lap slower than the front 5 cars for over half the race. And then the front 5 cars lapped everyone like twice, I think. So the guy in
That's
first
crazy.
was
He was
2
blocking
laps ahead
everyone.
of the guy in like 6th.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow.
So yeah, you can actually do it. It's just like you're not gonna make many fans. It's kind of like a really
Yeah.
because people want to see people go racing, not how slow you can go.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was interesting, dude. It's like the fact that I didn't know any F1 strategy, I think that made me enjoy the movie more. Like
Yeah.
I
Honestly,
don't
that's what it
know
was.
about anything F1. I feel like if I
Yeah.
knew this strategy, I'd like poke holes into it right away, right? Like maybe that's what happened
Well,
with Bob.
and
It's
my
like,
biggest gripe
yeah,
was that there was no mention of qualifying.
Yeah.
Qualifying is arguably the most important part of an F1 weekend.
yeah,
And it's like also the highest intensity part. You're literally driving the car as fast as you and it will go
Yeah,
around
facts.
the track. It's when people have huge crashes.
Facts. When you're actually sending it.
Yeah.
How many shots do you get in qualifying? Is it just one shot? You get one shot?
No.
It's like a
So
whole day.
it's not one shot quality. It used to be one shot quality a while ago. Right
Yeah.
now, the format is so there are 3 qualifying sessions. There's Q1, Q2, and Q3. Q1 is all 20 drivers, and it's 15 minutes. At the end of the 15 minutes, the 5 slowest drivers are eliminated. So you can run as many laps as you can in that 15 minutes, but your car's going to run fastest on low fuel and fresh tires. So generally what teams do is they'll send their drivers out at like 12 minutes. They'll go out, do a warm-up lap, do a qualifying lap, cool down lap, back in, refuel to the minimum fuel for 3 laps, new tires, and then go out again with like under 5 minutes left. So they'll usually do like 2 laps a session. Q2 is 15 cars, 10 minutes, or I think maybe 12 minutes or something. But 15 cars, you still run like 2 qualifying laps. 5 slowest cars get eliminated, and then Q3 is top 10 shootout, 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, that was interesting. I mean, that they did include that all. I mean, maybe they thought it would make the movie a little bit even longer. I guess they just wanted to
Yeah.
show key
There's
points
a lot of stuff I would have switched out for it.
they didn't even truly like they didn't truly develop the relationship even between the two drivers, right? Like Brad Pitt and
There was no backstory on the rookie.
At all.
Idris, right? Like
There was
all.
nothing about
Yeah.
him. He was just the
Yeah.
guy who was there.
Just a bratty
Yeah.
guy that.
We
rookie.
didn't hear anything about him except
Yeah.
for that his dad died when he was 13. That was the
Yeah,
only
it's
piece of
like, dude,
backstory we got.
they
We
didn't
don't know
develop
how
that
he
at
did in
all.
F2. We don't know how he did in F3. We don't know what challenges he overcame. Like,
And even with the mom was interesting too, right? So if like 1 second she seemed like she hated the
oh,
owner,
that
Brad
pissed
Pitt,
me
yeah.
off too.
Yeah.
Look,
and then the next second, I remember at the end she was like holding his hand and like, oh my god, like he's gonna win, blah blah blah, right? Like, and it's like, wait, what the heck? Like, I thought you hated this dude, right?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
1 second ago.
that pissed me
interesting.
off too after he crashed at Monza when he flipped over the side
Yeah.
and the car caught on fire and everything. He stopped.
yeah.
He pulled your son out of a burning car.
Yeah.
Your son's dead if he wasn't there.
Facts.
And you're going to tell him off because he told him to wait?
Yeah.
Yeah, and exactly, like that was I mean, it was also a part of his part where it's like, I didn't tell him to. He could have easily been like, I didn't tell him to do whatever he did. You know, it's like he could have said that, but I guess he didn't want to say anything
In the
that
moment. Yeah.
No, but why would she assume? No one in F1 ever tells another driver what to do. Like, no
Yeah,
teammate
facts.
tells their teammate what to do. Why the hell would you ever assume that someone told them to
How
do
she
that?
was looped in or into the mics or
Yeah.
something, dude. I don't know.
It's also,
I don't know.
you're the one
I don't know.
driving the car. If you did it,
Yeah.
you did it.
Yeah, it's
no
on
one's
you.
in control
Yeah,
of
your
it.
own fault,
facts.
right? Like,
Facts.
and why didn't she have more confidence in her son that he should be able to pull off a move like that? You know, it's like I thought he's
Well, no, he shouldn't have. That was a stupid move. He was on dry tires in the rain and went onto the
slurred.
wet
Yeah,
side. So
yeah.
in racing, when it's raining like that, like it was in that scene. So remember, he had stayed on his dry tires
Mm-hmm.
and everyone else went to wet tires and he was just running out on his dry tires. Or
Yeah,
he had
yeah.
switched back to dry tires or
Yeah,
something. He
yeah.
was on dry tires in the wet. That's my point.
Yeah,
And when you're on dry tires,
they already lost their grip too. It was like a threefold problem, right? I think so.
oh, he was on dead tires. They might have
Yeah,
been the
it was-
wrong tires, and they might have also been dead tires.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
no, so yeah, lost grip or whatever. But when you're racing in the wet, on whatever tires, there's a certain thing that appears. It's called the dry line, and it follows the racing line because every car passes over the same spot. So generally, there's a spot that's dry. But what you can't do going 220 miles an hour is decide to go to the very wet spot that no one's driven on and then go around the outside of another car. Like that was just, yes, you were going to fly into the wall at whatever speed
There's
you
no
were.
other choice. Yeah, there's no other choice, man. On a turn.
On
Like, that was
dead
kinda-
tires that weren't the right tires for the condition. Like,
No, I mean that was also kind of common sense when to pass, like on the straight, like when he's going the other way, like that. That's like
well,
kind of
he
the
was
most-
on a straight. He was on the second longest
No,
straight on the
it was
track.
like
He was supposed to
yeah.
pass on the other straight.
Yeah,
like
you
the
told
one-
him to, down into turn 1.
Yeah.
But it's like, come on, dude. You could have waited like 10 more, like 5 more seconds.
Yeah, just
you know,
wait
or
the
whatever.
turnout. Yeah.
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 So yeah, I don't know why that had to happen. That crash actually did happen in Formula 2 a few years ago.
yeah.
That was a real crash too. A guy hit a sausage curb and got launched. He didn't like burst into flames like that, but the car did get launched into the catch fencing.
Yeah.
Dang.
That was a big accident. And then that other crash. So the story they based Brad Pitt's character off is a real story. And I sent you guys that video, but that was actually a crash in 1990 where a guy his suspension. So and that's actually funny too. So in the movie, remember he was racing Senna when it happened.
Yeah.
In real life, it was a qualifying lap or like a practice lap, and his suspension failed and he hit the wall. Like the car just broke going around the corner.
True.
Yeah.
Dang.
No, dude. I also wished they showed like Brad. They should have had like a little flashback of like Brad Pitt, like in that time period of like recovering from his injury or whatever. And then
Oh, they
doing
did.
whatever.
I laughed. Well, not recovering, but they did have a flashback, and I openly laughed because there was a ton of makeup wearing old Brad Pitt who looked up
there
in a
was-
yellow
Oh,
racing
yeah.
suit and a
Little-
very white wig,
Yep,
and it just
yep.
it was
I
not.
like, dude, wait,
It
It
was
was
so
not
dumb.
not a good
Yeah.
representation
Yeah,
of a
it was
like they
flashback.
could have
It was
used a
dumb.
deep fake right there. I
Yeah.
feel like the deep fake would have been better than that. Like whatever the.
I
frick
don't
they did.
know what it was. Maybe it was
It
a
was
deep
just
fake,
bad.
but it was
It was
bad.
I don't think so. I think it
I
was literally
audibly
just
laughed
Brad
when that
Pitt with
came
makeup.
up. I don't know if
It was
either of
just
you
him
heard
with
me.
I don't
makeup.
know.
But
his hair made him look like a chicken or something.
Legit.
well, no,
Legit.
and
It was just
he
it
had
was
white hair because the guy had white hair,
Yeah.
and that's fine.
Yeah.
It was dyed white. That's not the part. But like, it was old Brad Pitt in a
Yeah.
crappy wig.
No, exactly.
Yeah, no,
Exactly.
I was just like, they should have used a deep fake or something in that scene. No, but I was like, they should have showed a little flashback of like him in that. You know how he's like, oh, like 10 years, I was gambling and doing like. I wanted to see like a little glimpse of that. You know, that
Of
would
him
have been
just going off.
interesting to
Yeah.
his character. Yeah, but it's like you didn't get any of that. You only got him as a racer. I don't know. They didn't really want to develop any of the characters. Wanted to
No, that's
keep
what it
them
was.
on-
It was very like surface level for everything.
Yeah.
Like even the storyline as a whole, the whole story is like very.
But-
It's like a very basic story. It's just like
I mean,
I feel like the visuals were
the
just what
whole
carried it.
the whole
visuals and,
drinking
like,
and gambling thing
everything
though
about
is just
Yeah.
like it's a racing driver who's not racing.
Yeah.
Like that's just what kind of the stigma of racing drivers is too. So I kind of get them not really showing that because that's the whole thing. You went on Sunday, you go party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
No, but it
there
would've been,
there are a
like,
bunch of drivers who
him
have been
through
famous
that
for
phase
drinking.
because
and
they were
stuff.
also saying like at some point he was like a taxi driver. You know, it would have been
Yeah.
like
Oh
cool.
yeah, someone was like,
Like-
taxi driver in New York.
It would have been it would have added to it.
Yeah.
But I think for what it was, that's where I put it at is like I didn't have any expectations. I don't know
Facts.
anything about F1.
Facts.
But it's like it was entertaining for what it was. You know, it's like not
Exactly.
the best in the
Exactly.
world.
No,
You
I
know,
feel
I
the
also
same way.
I
feel the
don't
same
know if you guys notice them, but Brad Pitt said about 10 million in one cliches.
Oh yeah, yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the
Such a
Even,
cheesy ass movie.
Even his hit lines, right? Like when he was flirting with the girl.
Yeah.
Like every single one of those lines were just like basic ass lines, but like they wanted to play it off like, oh, he couldn't think of anything else. And it's like, okay, dude, come on.
Yeah.
Like you just like that's just the easiest script on earth. Like just
Yeah.
choose every cheesy line to say in those moments.
No,
you know?
exactly.
So my favorite part of the movie though was when he had his press conference.
Oh yeah.
So after the first race, he was coming back
Yes.
and he was asking him all these questions. He was just like, "Yep,
Yes.
yep. Anything you would have done differently?
Yep.
Yep." That was probably the best part of the movie.
No, that was hilarious. He didn't say
That was
anything.
great. Mm-hmm.
That was
funny.
great.
Yeah. I was like, okay, what did that add that into shit? Like,
No, that just won him fans. It was just funny. It was cool.
No, 100%.
That was there are drivers who do that. There's like a guy famous for doing that. His name's Kimi Räikkönen. And he's called the Iceman. And he would never have any emotion for anything.
Yeah. No, I mean that's for a lot of athletes. Like there's hella athletes that do not want to do those interviews at all.
At all.
Well, no, he didn't care about the interview. He just had no
Just
opinion.
yeah.
Like I
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
even say that was he didn't want to do the interview.
I mean,
He just wasn't going to warrant answering the questions.
Yeah.
I mean that's not doing the interview. I mean,
Well, but what else do you say? He's like, I just asked you 4 things that are completely obvious about everyone knows you did for the past 12 years.
yeah.
Like,
I
I'm
mean,
just
yeah.
like, oh, you're asking me obvious things that have been in the news all week since this came out.
Yeah.
Facts.
It's like, I mean, in those situations, it's literally like, I mean, that's what they wanted to show, right? It's like trying to undermine your credibility as
Well,
a
yeah,
driver.
yeah.
or athlete.
That's what the journalist was
Really what
trying to
all
do.
media does. Yeah, I mean, most media set you up like that, right? Because they want to create their story. I mean, that's too familiar with the NBA, dude. The NBA, that's all those reporters do. They're always crafting some BS, about athletes.
I also don't get why it had to be Brad Pitt.
What do you mean?
Oh,
He was
the driver.
57. His
Yeah.
character was 57.
Yeah.
He's over 60.
Yeah. Facts.
I mean, that
Why
was
couldn't
the
the old driver have been 40? Like, there's
I don't know.
actually a guy who's 40 in F1. The last time a guy over 50 won a race in F1, it was like the 1970s.
Yeah.
They picked a Brad Pitt because it's
Brad Pitt.
dude.
Yeah, it's such a Brad Pitt.
I think you could have found someone better.
Who would you have put up there?
I don't
Like
know,
who?
but I think you could have found, for the number of cliches I heard, you could have found someone better.
Yeah, but it's Brad Pitt though.
He could have been best supporting actor in that.
Yeah.
Absolutely could have been.
No one's name is as big as Brad Pitt.
Yeah, Brad Pitt, the name character.
I'd
and when
actually
it's-
argue there are names way bigger than Brad Pitt's.
Like who?
I don't know. You could have got. Well,
You can't even name one.
well, no. I can name names bigger than Brad Pitt's. 1, there's
who?
Tom Cruise. 2, there's Tom Holland. 3, there's Robert Downey Jr.
No, Robert
Tom
Downey Jr.
Holland-
would be good.
So
No, I
So
don't
the-
want any of them in the
it's
movie.
like-
That's what I said I don't know about.
Yeah, but
I'd have to think about
Yeah.
that.
maybe Tom Holland didn't take the movie. Like they
No,
probably
I didn't.
tried-
I don't want any of the people I just said in the
They
movie.
probably tried the younger guys.
But those are names bigger than Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
But the whole point was it couldn't have been Tom Holland because the driver was supposed to have had this horrible crash and been out of F1 and come back. So it needed to be an older guy, but 57 was a lot.
It was so the whole thing is like it was an Apple deal, and Apple was already doing stuff with Brad Pitt, right? And
Well,
that's,
yeah.
that's literally Brad Pitt's in the movie, so they already had another movie, Wolves, with him.
Well,
and
that's not
Or-
why.
right?
It's so
like there was already multiple deals going on, I'm sure, and that's why they
But
offered it to him first.
that no, there's a whole story about it. That's not why though. So
Oh, really?
Brad Pitt knows Lewis Hamilton, who is an F1 driver and who is the
Oh.
executive director of the movie.
Yeah.
And I believe Lewis called him
Oh, that's interesting.
because Lewis was with this from like the start of it and helped get it greenlit
Yeah.
with like
Yeah.
the F1 and being able to do all this stuff.
Yeah. Dang.
I'm surprised he wasn't in it a little bit more. I know he was the
Executive
villain,
producer,
kind of a
yeah.
villain at the end, but it would have been interesting to hear him say one
Well,
thing.
that too. So they made him the villain of the last race.
Yeah.
But they could
Yeah.
have done that way better too. If there was like one other dust up throughout the movie
Yeah,
where they like
facts.
had a falling out and then that happened at the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I think it was a matter of like for some reason they didn't want to include, because I feel like they could have included other people saying actual things. Dude, no other
Well,
F1
no,
driver.
none of them wanted to,
Yeah,
because
but why?
it was
Right?
while they were at work.
Mm,
They were actually racing F1 in every scene they were in.
yeah.
So they were like focused on
right.
what they were doing.
Yeah.
Well, they could have gotten them later. They could have set them.
Well, they did have like people said things in like interviews.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm talking specifically Lewis Hamilton, right? Like, he
But
was literally.
you got to think too, Lewis was
He
directing
didn't say anything.
or producing the movie. And not to mention that, but Lewis also
said
does 10 million
He
other
could've said-
things.
Yeah,
But
I mean, they
I-
should have gotten him one thing, in my opinion.
I think once they decided the plot wasn't going to include any interaction with the other teams, that there was no point in having the other drivers be part of it. There was one scene where Brad Pitt was giving an interview and Fernando Alonso hit him on the back after he held everyone up and was like, "Hey, good race, man."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's also something Fernando would do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fernando is also the oldest driver in F1, so I feel like they did that so he wouldn't look as old to whoever talked to him, because there are multiple 18-year-olds in F1 right now.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean,
No, see, I didn't know
like,
that. So that's like a kind of
yeah.
a cool Easter egg too.
You didn't know that was Fernando
No.
behind him?
No,
That was Fernando.
no idea. Like I remember, I know.
He's
exactly
like the
what you're
only
talking
guy who had a line in the movie.
about. Yeah. No, I didn't even know that was him.
I think we didn't get Max Radio, did we?
No, we just got him flicking the.
Yeah. Well, he didn't flip him off. He went like this.
Oh,
Which is like,
yeah.
it's like, you just,
It's true.
you're like,
Yeah.
they didn't even have to give
because you'll
Lewis
get fined
Hamilton
if you
a
actually
line,
flip
dude.
people off.
He could have literally after
Lewis
it
could have
just
put himself in it.
crashed into him. He could have just been like, dang it, or so, like something.
Yeah,
There
some
could have
line.
been like just a scene where he's like pissed off that someone crashed into him. It's like they should have done something with him. Like they just had that one like quick flash of him, like
Yeah.
for a second. It was like maybe like 2 seconds.
Yeah, at the red flag.
And away. Yeah.
Facts.
But other than that, the fact that I didn't know anything was better. And I
Yeah.
think that's their target audience for something like this.
No, I think it was too. The movie wasn't
yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
But also, I do have one last thing I wanted to raise a stink about with this. The fucking word combat.
Yeah.
I've never heard any single person around F1 be like, "We're making our car for combat. Let's do combat today. No, let's go racing."
I think they had to keep
It's just
doing
called
it.
racing.
Yeah.
That's
They
the
had to
act
do
of
something.
racing someone.
Yeah.
I think the fact that he meant combat is like because they're gonna get like rocks and shit hit on their car type of thing, right? Like I think that was the idea of that. But
No,
if
no.
they don't say it, then it makes no sense.
When he was explaining combat to her, he was talking about being able to follow in dirty air around corners because he wanted to be able to pass people. He was having trouble being able to pass anyone because dirty air, when you're behind the car in front, slows you down.
Yeah.
So he wanted his car to still be
That's just
fast
like,
when he was behind someone, so he could pass them.
Also, that had nothing to do with what was like getting.
That wasn't
like,
part of the chaos plan.
Oh, interesting.
That was make the car better.
Because I thought they were saying like they kind of wanted to make like the car like a tank or something like that. Like it could take damage. What was it
No.
taking damage?
I don't think they ever went there.
Was that they weren't talking about
The
that?
whole thing was about
Yeah,
designing
it was
the
the
car to
dirty
be
air.
good behind another car.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't even know what dirty air was basically.
Yeah,
Like, I
so,
didn't even know.
well, think about it. So you have one car right in front of you traveling at 200 miles an hour.
It's like
That car's going to disturb the air. And you're so close behind it, also doing 200 miles an hour, that there's less than a second between you.
Yeah.
So you're like in this massive void of turbulent air that car has kicked up. But your car relies on air going over the wings to stick to the ground.
So it's gonna be like almost like static, some kind of static air, which it could move your direction almost.
a good way to say it is the car in front is running into like laminar still air mostly.
Yeah.
And the car behind is just hitting straight turbulence.
So is that gonna push the car in a direction? Is that kind of what that means, or is it gonna?
It
push
pushes
is
it down.
drag on-
It's what sticks it to the ground.
so it's more.
The
More
ground, the arrow on the car requires clean air.
Yeah.
So when you have another car in front of you, the arrow doesn't work as well.
Interesting.
Because you can't control random flow that's just coming at you. You have no way to simulate it, and you can't really do anything about it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that slows you down. So he was like, we need to make it better when we're in the dirty air, because that's how you are able to pass cars. If your car is better when it's behind them and doesn't just need clean air.
I totally didn't understand that scene at all.
Yeah, that was the whole point. Because remember, they were in the wind tunnel?
Yeah.
And he was like looking at it, and he asked her all these things it could simulate.
Yeah.
And she kept saying no. And then he was like, we need to make it so I can follow.
That's
basically.
what I thought. That's the only way I could make combat make sense then. You know, it's like otherwise it didn't make any sense then at all.
Yeah.
No,
like,
he
I
was
like,
talking about racing another driver, like trying to
Yeah.
get past him. That's what he was referring to as
Yeah.
combat.
No, see, I got the dirty air part, but I got confused when, like, with other shit, I just got confused. I wasn't sure why they were using combat as a term. Like,
No, that's
dirty air,
I don't know why they were
I was
saying
like,
combat.
Combat just didn't make sense to me at all.
It's not
Yeah,
combat.
I was like,
it's just
not-
racing someone.
Exactly. So I think that's what
Fighting for
confused me.
position.
Yeah, that just confused me.
Could have said it a lot of other ways, so we can overtake.
Yeah. Because, like, he did, when he was, like, hitting the tails of other teams for what is it?
Oh,
yellow
he was
card?
just sticking a
card?
wheel in. Well, he was trying to cause a virtual safety car or safety car
Okay, yeah.
because it slows traffic down. It gives you a cheap pit stop.
Dude, so also for that combat design, all they like did was like they added like some swoopy stuff on the side, like they made like this like
No, yeah, they changed the floor edge.
thing. Does
They
that do
changed the
anything?
floor edge. Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
You could
Okay.
go from being like the worst team to not the best, but you could be a lot better by a good floor upgrade.
Okay, so that would have actually helped the turbulence or
Yeah,
whatever.
but I'm not buying that they were driving a shit box and in 9 races won a race. I'm not buying that.
Yeah, it can't be
Yeah,
that bad.
yeah.
That was quick.
Yeah, it can't be that bad. Facts.
Like if they were coming like 10th and 11th and couldn't get in the points, and then they had a big upgrade and they were fighting for wins, more believable. But back to front,
Yeah, they were like last place to first place. It was crazy.
Yeah.
because the guys at the front don't just stop making their car faster,
No,
Yeah.
facts.
and they
facts.
start from a better place. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, they changed the floor edge, which could theoretically change a lot about how the car works.
Yeah, no, another part that was cool that I forgot that F1 is about. It's like about the modification of the car along with the driver. It's like it is
Yeah.
a twofold problem.
No,
like
it's
I
the-
forgot that there was that aspect of F1.
Yeah.
And it's like it's cool to see like how they can take the driver's observations and like directly apply that to the engineering. Like that piece
Yeah.
is like probably like the most interesting part to me.
Yeah,
about
so-
F1.
So that's part of it too. Even if you're fast in F1, if you don't give good feedback, your car's not going to be
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So that's important too.
They
Well,
need to-
and I'd argue that's important in any like professional racing, not just
Because
F1.
I'm sure
Yeah,
that
yeah.
also even depends on how certain drivers drive in the first place, right? If they have certain tendencies,
Well, yeah,
then they can
so-
the car for their tendencies, right? Like that kind of thing.
So that's what they do. They develop towards one of their drivers.
Yeah.
So usually they'll develop towards the faster guy, which is the whole problem for McLaren right now because they have 2 really fast guys. So they can't just
Facts.
go towards one. But I don't know if you've ever heard the thing about Red Bull where the second Red Bull driver just comes in like 13th and Max
Oh,
like
really?
wins races. It's because
Yeah,
the car was built for Max and Max is so good at driving the car that no one else can drive the car now.
Yeah, it's like
Because
it's
they
so
just spin
fine-
out.
Just
Yeah.
right.
It's designed for Max.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And Max doesn't even like it anymore, and he's also not that quick anymore. He hasn't won a race since like Saudi,
Yeah.
Damn.
and
Yeah.
we're like halfway through the season.
Damn.
No, I mean that seems like a sport you have to be locked in, especially in terms of like reaction time.
Yeah.
It's like you really
No,
have to-
so that's what he was doing with the tennis balls,
Yeah.
and that's what the other guy, the rookie, was doing. Do you remember that workout he was doing where he was just hitting things
Yeah.
on a wall.
Yeah, the lights,
They
right?
light
Yeah.
up. It measures
Yeah.
reaction time.
No, that's like NBA.
Yeah, no, I've actually done one of those.
Yeah.
I was hella bad at it. I was like, my reaction time's slow as hell.
They also they didn't show it, but there's this other famous one, and I don't know why they didn't show it because a bunch of guys do it. But like their engineer will hold 2 tennis balls like this, and you have to put your hands on top of them, and the engineer just drops a ball, and you have to go down and catch it without letting it like drop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
And they'll
I've
drop
seen
both
they
balls,
do
and
that
then
in
this
the-
ball, and then both
Yeah.
balls.
Yeah.
And
They do that in MMA too.
I think they do that like in a lot of
Yeah,
athletic.
MMA.
It's just like
It's like a
just
reaction
helps
time
with
drill.
reaction time.
Yeah, just a reaction drill.
yeah, fighters probably have some insane
Yeah.
reaction time too. Like in comparison, they probably maybe that's a good comparison between maybe F1 drivers and fighters, because you have to like really see things before it even happens.
Yeah.
Type of shit.
Yo. Reaction.
I'm pretty quick.
I would sound pretty fast too. I would sound pretty fast. My reaction's pretty solid.
You can think you're fast, but compared to those elite guys,
Oh yeah,
man,
compared to them, yeah. I mean, there's always levels.
we're not even in the same stratosphere.
Yeah, no, there's levels to it for sure.
That's why I don't even claim it, bro. I'm not even. There's no way, man.
Yeah.
Those guys are on a different level, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But I think maybe like those elite gamers probably like have pretty close reaction times too. Like those
Yeah, just like
esports guys.
esports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's all about reaction. That's they have nothing else to do. It's
just
only
those.
reaction time in that. In
Yeah,
those
it's
games.
all gaming
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kids who are like really
Well,
good at
I shouldn't
Smash.
say that's all gaming is. It's also like knowledge of a game. Like, you have to know how
Yeah,
to
I
play
mean,
the
you have
game
to
and
know,
what
like,
to
the-
do and like strategy
I mean
and
it's
stuff.
similar.
But like
it's
the
similar to
part
any
where
other-
you shoot people,
Yeah.
that is just reaction.
Just eye
The
and
other
eye.
stuff is like where you position yourself.
awareness. Yeah.
But
No, dude, the Smash, the guys who play Smash, like professionally,
Yeah.
crazy. They probably have insane reaction time.
I would say probably
I would
like
say
the,
Smash though even too is a lot
No,
of
those-
how you
I
play.
think the RPG
Yeah.
guys the
I thi-
RPG guys I think have the fastest
Like
ones
Elden
for
Ring.
sure.
Or you mean FPS?
Was that?
You mean
Oh,
FPS?
FPS, like COD.
Like
No,
professional
the-
COD. RPG
No, those
is
guys
like
that, kill
Skyrim.
each other with like magical creatures and shit.
Oh, like Elden Ring.
Oh, I don't think that is.
Yeah, I don't think that's that.
You have
It's
like a
story.
long time to kill in that.
Yeah. That's like
So
more,
the slower time to kill is, the less important reaction is. So if you can die, like if someone can deal a deadly amount of damage in like 0.25 of a second, your reaction time has to be a lot quicker than if the quickest someone can deal a deadly amount of damage is 1.5 seconds.
yeah, like COD is
So,
crazy.
and that's called like time to kill
TTK,
throughout different
yeah.
games.
Yeah.
That's like the fastest possible time you can
Yeah.
deal a deadly amount of damage. And it's usually like measured off the best gun in the game
Yeah.
or the quickest, highest damage per second gun in the game.
Did you ever play Valorant?
I've played like Valorant, Apex. I've played a lot of CODs,
Yeah. What's the quickest TTK?
Overwatch, Rivals. COD is usually the quickest.
Yeah, I feel like COD is usually-
Apex is slower. Valorant is very quick, but I do feel like, and COD's kind of fluctuates because
Yeah.
COD depends on the update and which guns are hot
Facts,
and stuff.
facts.
When COD gets a 1-kill sniper going, it's literally under like a 10th of a second.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Just one shot.
So
Definitely one shot.
I love like close sniping in COD too.
It is. It's fun. It is fun.
Used to go nuts with that.
Little card 98.
No, you take like the 50 cal ones and just
Oh,
you make them as
MK2?
light as
Yeah,
possible.
facts,
Put like
facts.
iron sights on them.
Yep. I forgot how to put a little MK2. I think it's called.
Well, I'm not referring to any specific gun.
Yeah, but like one of those.
There's like the ASG and the Beretta,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of guns.
Good old COD, man. Good old COD.
Another one that requires a lot of reaction time is Rocket League. It is so like
True.
reaction sensitive.
Rocket League is like, I don't know, dude. I feel like I'm always like, I'd never have my balance in that game. That's legit what it
You
feels
gotta
like.
play quicker.
It's like my car is just wobbly the whole time.
You gotta play quicker.
Yeah.
That's like the whole thing. And then you also gotta understand, like, if you do land upside down, just hold the gas and it'll flip you over. But you can also like just land on your wheels if you like know how to position yourself while you're flying.
Facts. Yeah, no, see, I just haven't played Rocket League enough. Like, I don't get the flying mechanism at all in that game.
It's just a rocket.
Yeah, but it's like to control it, though.
Well, that's the whole thing.
It's just
so you gotta aim on the ground. You gotta aim yourself on the ground, and then you jump and you point the rocket down. So the rocket's shooting down, so it's lifting you up. And then you can like lean it left or right to move left or right.
That's too much.
But you don't want to lean it left or right to go left or right all that much because it's usually not that great a way to turn. So you want to do, if you need to adjust, you want to do all your work with adjusting at the end when you use your second jump to flip.
I like how Bobby's an absolute expert at this game.
Yeah, dude. Bobby's played this game way too much, man.
I have well over 1,000 hours.
Yeah, Bobby's played this game way too much.
I was at 1,000 hours like 4 years ago.
Yeah. God damn.
I'm like an elite account in Rocket League. I have established 2015 under my name because the game came out 10 years ago. There's an anniversary thing going on. I got some cool stuff.
Hey.
My banner's all like gold and purple, and there's like a million things sticking off of it.
Hey.
Yeah.
Because I'm like level 1,400 and something.
Yeah, no, Bobby's way too nice at Rocket League.
That's late.
I've played a lot of Rocket League. Rocket League's such a great game, though.
Only
We
thing
played one time on my PlayStation.
Thousands of hours is Pokemon, man. There's
Same.
nothing I've played more than Pokemon.
Yeah,
that's
same.
That's 100%.
So
Pokemon
at
and
this
maybe
point,
COD. I would say COD is up there for me too.
I probably got close in Madden at one point.
2K and FIFA.
I forgot. Yeah, I played
2K,
a lot of 2K and FIFA.
Yeah, 2K and FIFA are definitely.
What are
up
we
there.
measuring COD as? Are it like individual games or just playing COD throughout my life?
Entire playtime.
I'm
Like
probably
life?
close to like 3,000 hours.
Yeah,
of COD.
life is
Like if we go from like when I got a PlayStation
Facts.
3 and COD for the first time in 7th
Facts.
grade,
Yep.
Yeah.
I probably played close to
3K,
like 3,000
honestly.
hours of COD total in
Yeah,
my life.
I played a lot of COD.
Because there were definitely nights when I was a kid, like a weekend night, where we just played COD until 5 in the morning,
Yeah.
but started at like 9.
Yep.
I probably have like 1,500 hours on Overwatch, and I'm probably
shit.
approaching like 700 on Marvel Rivals.
Dang.
I have time in like, what was that? Helldivers. I have a decent amount of time in Helldivers.
What is that?
Helldivers is a pretty cool game. It's like, so you and a squad of 4 people go and you're fighting for like the survival of the human race, and the battles move to like different systems, and it'll either be like you're fighting against bug infested planets or robot infested planets, and I think they added another enemy at this point, and I think it's aliens. But you just go and like complete objectives. Like you have to go like kill all these bug eggs and blow them up and go around a map and collect 5 other things and get currency, and then you get to an exit point and
like a
you have like a
story?
timed amount of time to get to the exit point. No, it's more of just like a co-op shooter. I mean, there is a story. The story is like bugs and aliens are invading every planet system, and it's a multi-planet species of humans.
Is it like
So
Halo?
you're trying to defend the humans.
Would that be like the closest comparison to it?
No,
Not at all.
no. It's more like Destiny.
Okay.
But the missions are different, and rather than following like a designated path, you're in an open world, but you have objectives. So it'll like
okay, I
drop
see,
you
I
on
see.
an island,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
the map will only be like, I don't know, 2 miles in a circle.
Yeah.
And you have to like run to the south and destroy these bug eggs, and then run over here and kill this giant bug lord mother or something that's laying bug eggs. And then you like get all these power ups, so you like call in like, they're called stratagems, but like you can throw like an airstrike, or you can throw like a laser strike from your spaceship, and it just comes down and absolutely destroys stuff. and stuff like that. Yeah, you can call in
Yeah.
like sentry turrets and like grenade turrets and stuff. It's a fun game. If you got people to play with, it's a fun game.
Facts.
But yeah, have some time in that. Probably have over 1,000 hours racing, like sim racing.
What's your go-to sim racing game?
Oh. See, I don't like play iRacing. But it's probably like the F1 games and Gran Turismo that I played the most. I've done a little bit of like dirt. Like, do you know the dirt games?
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
the World Rally
Yeah.
Championship
I
games.
played a lot of racing games,
Yeah.
but
I played like
I'm
some of the
always bad at
Forzas.
the F1 one. I think
Yeah,
it was
the
'cause
F1
it was
one was
the realest
crazy, man.
game. I think it was the
legit.
realest.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
F1 game is like kind of meh on the realness, and so is Gran Turismo. iRacing is more real than both. F1 and Gran Turismo, you have to like learn how to play the game rather than how to
Yeah.
drive the car, if that makes sense. Like the
Yeah.
tires don't
Yeah.
totally work how you'd expect them to.
Yeah.
And then you have to learn how the game works because you have to know which corners it'll enforce track limits on and which ones they aren't, because all the other people learned that and they're all going to cut the corners that it'll let you cut. So if you don't also
interesting.
cut those corners, you're going to be the slowest. And then
Facts.
there's a whole bunch to sim racing. It's also all about like figuring out how to bend the rules, but that's also kind of what racing's about. So
I mean, I played hella Mario Kart.
Yeah.
like that. Need for
I played a
Speed.
good amount of Mario Kart.
I
I've also
played
played a handful of the
Super
Need for
Smash.
Speed games.
Need for Speed, yeah.
Dude, the first
I haven't
two
played Need for Speed
I
in a
played-
long time.
I played
played Need
like
for Speed.
hundreds of hours for sure.
I had
Maybe
Underground and Underground 2.
Yeah.
Those weren't
Yeah.
like the first ones though.
No, that was like
There was like Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed
yeah.
was really early.
I haven't played any of those. I started at Underground. That was my first game
Okay.
actually on
Yeah.
PlayStation.
So there were other ones before
that's the
that,
first
but
Need
it
for
was
Speed, I
before it came like really much of a story mode. Like Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed, there were like license tests you would do at like a field, and then you
Yeah,
could just like go drive down mountain roads, but you weren't like racing really.
Yeah.
And you would do like time trials, but there were no other cars. It was early Need for Speed.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there was a Need for Speed on the iPad too. That shit was fun.
I hated all the mobile racing games I've ever seen.
That shit was fun.
Like
that was the one
Asphalt.
game. Oh, Asphalt is ass. I didn't like Asphalt.
Asphalt's garbage.
I
I mean,
didn't
even
like
though I've
Asphalt.
played it a good amount,
I didn't,
it's
I didn't,
absolute garbage.
yeah, it was ass though.
Yeah.
I was just like
Need for Speed was
Asphalt's just
I
like
think
auto
nostalgia.
drive.
It was just fun.
Yeah.
And Asphalt's also
So
like
asphalt's all about getting those upgrades and boosting
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Mhm.
That's why
well,
it's like,
yeah,
not really-
it's like Mario Kart. It's not
Yeah.
like racing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. It's like you have to unlock a bunch of stuff.
Well, you unlock a bunch of stuff, but you also like drift through a corner when you were going 260
Yeah.
miles an
Yeah.
hour right before it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's like you got nitrous that just reloads, and it's like, okay, that's not freaking real, you know?
Yeah.
Well, and I'm not saying it has to be real. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like the game at all. Yeah.
But yeah, no, racing games were a big one, and then sports games. Obviously, I played hella sports games. I've even played like the Wii, dude. The Wii like
Wii
sports.
Facts.
I played that for thousands
Facts.
of hours. Guaranteed,
Facts.
like Wii
Honestly,
sports.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
was
I've
so
definitely
good.
done a good bunch of Wii Sports.
Like
no one could beat me. Like I remember I used to play Wii Sports Resort. Like no one could beat me at ping pong. on Wii
Mario
Sports
Party.
Resort.
the
I was
Mario
goated on
Party.
ping
Wii Sports Resort was fun too. Ping pong
Yeah.
was pretty lit in that.
Yeah.
I used to like
was
the
lit.
little airplane challenge in that where you fly
Facts.
around the airplanes and you gotta
Yeah.
like shoot each other's
Yeah.
balloons off the top.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one's
Facts.
lit. Even the Jedi sword fight.
Mhm.
Yeah, on top of the thing with like the
Mhm. Yeah.
Whatever that was. I don't even know
the
what that was.
Q-tip
but that was
things.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
and even like the waveboarding. The waveboarding
Mhm.
was lit in that, actually.
I don't remember that.
Waveboarding. There was like a
There was cycling, there was running.
yeah.
Dude, I remember there was actually a game on my PlayStation I used to play that was like surfing or waveboarding. Oh no, it was an extension to Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Oh dude, that's a
Oh.
great
Dude,
game.
Tony Hawk Pro
Skater.
Skater is an amazing game. Facts.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 specifically
Facts.
on PS2. That's
Mhm.
a goated game right there. That's
Facts.
one
And
of
they
the
just
best
stopped
games.
making skateboard games.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. What a elite game. NBA Jam.
That was such a good
I have a
game,
lot of
man. Oh
NBA
my god,
jams.
they had
I've
Django
never
Fett in
played
the
a lot of the NBA games.
NBA
I
Jam
hacked the
was so
crap out of the
sick.
game. I got all the cheat codes, and you get to like unlock all the characters, and I unlocked Django Fett, dude. So this dude had a jetpack. So then he'd airwalk, and then he'd just start jetpacking. So then
Dang.
he had like this infinite glitch where you could just keep jetpacking and like fly like above the city. Like it was an awesome glitch that you could just hack the system with. It was pretty sick.
Dang. Now what else?
Great games, man. Great games.
I
remember
there's
back
some
in the day
like
when
I mean,
games-
this just started as me listing the games. I probably have like close to 1,000 hours
Yeah.
in.
no
you
there
could,
was
you
a,
could actually like break games back in the day.
yeah no there
Like,
was a
or,
game
like,
on the
find
PS3.
complete glitches.
It was like you
You
were
still can.
racing boat.
They just manifest like less in like being able to walk through walls now. But there are definitely
Yeah.
still like wall glitches and stuff people find. They just get patched quicker because we're
No,
in
that's
the
what it
age
is.
of updates every week.
Yeah, no, exactly. They just get updated. That's the only difference.
That was good times, man.
That was back when like the game wouldn't get a single update for its whole life. So
Yeah, I
if
mean,
the
the
bug
game
was
was
there
just
in
limited.
production, it was
It
just
was
there.
there.
And
Yeah.
the disc would have scratches, and you'd have to like breathe on it and like wipe it with
Just
your
wipe
shirt.
it.
And
Dude, you know the
get it to
toilet
work.
trick?
Like, what toilet trick?
You just throw the disc in a toilet, flush the toilet, it like sucks all the water down into it,
Yeah,
cleans it,
That's so nasty.
then you dry
Is
it
it-
off.
That's so
It's in the toilet.
disgusting.
Why not in the toilet?
That's so.
Dude,
fucking
toilets are
nasty,
clean.
man.
Toilets are not clean.
Well, if you don't clean your toilet's not clean. But yeah, if you clean
Bobby.
clean your toilet on a daily, not daily, but like a regular basis, your
Yeah,
toilet
yeah.
is cleaner than a lot of things in your house.
Okay, but
Bobby, are you saying
It's
you
only-
put
only
an Xbox
clean
disc
after you
inside
clean
your
it.
toilet?
Well, like
it's
GameCube and
only clean
PlayStation.
right when you clean it. The toilet is
Wild.
not clean after
It's
you.
not.
after
Yeah.
it goes-
And then you're taking it
You
out,
flush the
put
toilet.
it back.
Go look this up. If you test
Okay.
the water in a flush toilet, it is clean.
Yeah, and
Granted,
there's-
if there's like streak marks, don't do
1%
it, okay? If there's streaks in the
that
toilet, don't
1%
do this
is.
method.
Dude, this
Like
is
the rim had a
disgusting,
little
man. I
piss
would
on
never.
it. And
Why are
or-
you touching the rim? Why are you touching the rim? The rim is not. I agree. The rim is disgusting, but you don't got to touch the rim. There's literally no reason in this process to ever touch the rim.
This is wild. Absolutely wild.
Dude, I don't know. I've never put my shit on disc.
never, ever would I.
Good way to
ever-
clean a disc, man.
Nothing that I don't want to lose forever, I'm putting in the toilet.
I'm just saying, it's a good way to clean a
If
disc.
I'm like, yo,
We haven't
This
had
won't
used
go down.
discs in like 20
I mean,
years,
this won't
so
go down
it
this
doesn't
way.
really matter.
It's too big to go down, but I mean,
yeah,
Still.
no,
Yeah,
still.
no, that's why it works, because it gets stuck and then it like forces all the water over it. It gets stuck at the bottom and then all the water's trying to drain and it can only go through like the little hole.
This-
dude. But my question also is like, how are we getting these discs so scratched up? What the heck were we doing back then, dude?
Oh, to be
like, little
fair-
kids, like
to be
scratching up some
fair,
discs and stuff.
I hated that, and my discs are all good. And I have a bunch of my PS3 discs,
yeah,
and
I
they're
feel
still
like my
clean as
discs are
shit.
Pretty clean, yeah.
I just would always put them back in.
It
Yeah.
But
depends
I
on
knew
how old-
people,
Who
It
were
don't-
just like
you were, that was
spoiled.
your PS3 though, right? So that was when you were a little older.
but
When
I
you were-
never
when
had
you
a
were
disc
PS
before that.
Oh, did you never have a PS2?
No,
No.
my first console was a PlayStation
Same.
3. This is
Because-
also why
Same.
I'm so good at.
When I was like, maybe like 7, 8, or maybe even
I
earlier.
definitely can't
This is
remember.
Like-
why I was so good at, or
Yeah.
am so good at like shooters on computer too, because
Yeah,
we were only allowed to play games on the computer.
Yeah,
So I had this
Oh,
one
okay,
computer
okay.
game. It was called
Mm-hmm.
Black Hawk Down Global Offensive or
Yeah.
something. And there were just these like open early multiplayer servers that like
Yeah.
people had made their own maps in. It would be the weirdest stuff. There was one that there were these two towers and they were both
Yeah.
like 1,000 feet tall, and you would just go up on either side and with horrible physics snipe each other from the different towers.
Damn.
Oh my god.
So I was a kid and we were only allowed to play
Yeah.
the computer for like 1 hour at a time too. So I
Yeah.
would play that. And that's how I learned to play like video games on the
No,
computer.
dude, my parents
It was
wouldn't
fun.
let me buy games with guns in them.
That was the first one I ever got.
It was my problem.
I
That's why
found
I was-
it was rated teen, not mature.
Hey,
why
That's
Yeah.
how I got it. There was no
Facts.
blood or anything. You just like
Yeah.
the screen would say you died.
yeah,
It would just go gray.
True.
Yeah, the closest one I got was there was this game on PlayStation with like these robots, and you could shoot other robots, and like that was as close
Yeah.
as my parents got. Like, all right, it's like you're not killing people, and there's like barely kind of guns. You know,
Well,
it's like,
I should say
there's these guns that shoot lasers and shit.
Yeah, I
you know?
got,
I,
like,
I need
Ratchet
to
and
adjust
Clank, maybe.
my
Yeah.
PlayStation comment. We did have a
Yeah.
Wii before the PlayStation, but you couldn't play like COD on Wii. There was COD
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Wii.
but
It
it
was
was
horrible.
it was so
It was
bad.
so horrible. So you couldn't play like any shooter on Wii that was good anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I was specifically talking about like when you're like a really young gamer. So for some reason, every young gamer had scratches. Like they scratched the fuck out of their disc somehow. Like I don't know how I did it.
I
don't
know
what I was
I know
doing.
how people did it.
Yeah.
I watched it happen to other people's. You take the disc out and you put it on the TV stand next to it instead of putting it in the case.
Oh yeah,
and then you put
it
the
on
other one in.
something. Yeah.
And then you
Yeah,
have
you
a
will.
stack of empty cases with discs
Yeah.
in between the cases.
Yep,
and then
yep.
it gets
Yeah.
knocked over, and that's how.
Yep.
No, that's for sure. Yeah, you would put it on a surface.
Yeah.
And that surface would mess it up.
So
yeah,
I
no,
just
100%.
always put it back in the case. I wouldn't
put
like
it
leave them anywhere.
Yeah, no, I'd always just put it back in.
But I have like PlayStation 3 games that are still like
I have like
perfect on the
PC
bottom.
games. I have like old PC games.
I don't have any of my old PC
I don't even
games.
know I had them, and then I went back to my parents, and they were like, "Yo, we have
No,
these."
dude, we used to have a bunch of things that were on disc. We had like a whole
Yeah, I had a
like
bunch of
stack. You know
PC
those
games.
like CD stacks?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep,
I get a whole one of those. But
Mm-hmm.
it's like I think we just got rid of all of them. Like once
So
CDs were out of style. Like
Those things too,
got rid of
like the
everything.
writable
Yeah.
CDs, like you would buy the stack of them to like burn music onto.
yeah.
And it was just like a bunch of discs on this like center post. First of all,
Oh yeah, that one's
First of all,
Yeah.
weird thing. I don't know if either of you have ever experienced this, but the first time you open that, it has this really weird smell of like fresh disc, and I thought it
Yeah,
smelled
fresh
good.
I
plastic.
know it did.
Yeah,
It did.
I thought it smelled
It
good.
did. You're
Yeah.
I know exactly.
But those
you
things
don't-
were horrible because anytime the disc spun, the discs below it were just getting scratched
everything
up
was gonna
already.
Yeah.
get messed
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
No, I remember that's why you'd have to put them in like the flat booklets and where everything has
Yeah.
like a piece of paper, right?
Yeah.
Like in, kind of
Yeah.
like an
Well,
envelope
those
you
were
can-
even bad too. Anything that
Yeah.
touches the bottom is going to scratch it. That's why the original cases for things were so good because they held it by the center
Yeah, it was
and it
levitated.
floated. Yeah.
Right. You could. That's why you could spin it in the case.
Yeah.
Right. It was like
So that's why I would just put them back in there.
Yeah.
Because everything else just destroys a disc if it touches anything on the bottom side. But yeah, thank God we're done with discs.
Yeah.
those were.
I haven't had to
times, man.
think about cleaning a
times.
disc in forever.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah.
For real.
They were hella convenient for the time. But
Yeah.
now, it's
Oh, I also had this absolutely amazing snowmobile racing game on my
Snowboarding
PC
game. Yeah.
when I was
Oh,
a
dude.
kid.
One of those too.
Speaking
Definitely
of,
one
I
those.
had
You have
that
the
Sean
same
White game.
snowmobile racing game.
I don't know if it was. I don't know what
was
the name of it was, but I definitely had a snowball.
It was a Sean
don't know
White
the
game
name. I'm
where
gonna
you
find it real
snowboard.
quick.
So it was like the Tony Hawk Pro Skater one, but it was the snowboarding
Yeah.
version
Yeah.
game too. Dude, that was a great game. Oh my god, that was
That was later
Sean-
though. I
yeah,
feel like
Sean
that
was
was like PlayStation 3.
yeah, that was a little bit later,
Yeah,
but
it's like
it was
PS3.
still on my PS2. I think I'm
True.
pretty sure it was.
No, I've definitely
but
played
like-
it. I definitely played
Dude,
it.
they need to
There it
bring those
is.
games
That's the
back.
game I had.
bring
Snowmobile
those games
Championship 2000.
I know they were gonna make a new Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I remember
Yup,
they
yup.
announced. it.
Yeah.
He had the same snowmobile game as me.
Oh yeah.
That was
no, wait, you
definitely
had
the
to-
game I had.
Yeah.
What was it called?
And you'd like jump and do tricks and stuff
Yeah, and
as
had,
you were
like, the yellow
racing.
boost.
And then
What-
it was
what
like
was it on?
Yeah,
these tracks.
Was it on
And there were some where it
Yeah,
was
we
like
both did the same
actively
thing.
snowing.
Yeah. No.
It's called Snowmobile Championship
That's so
2000
funny.
Pars.
That's so funny.
What was it on? PC?
I played
I
it on
played
PC.
PC.
I don't know
Oh,
if it
no.
was on anything
definitely-
else.
Yeah, I played a PC.
No, I definitely didn't
on my
have
like old ass
Yeah,
Windows.
it was like my parents' like gateway PC
Yep.
that could barely run anything, but this game didn't
That-
need a lot to run. You
Yep.
didn't need like a graphics card or
Exactly.
anything.
I had for PC. I had this like Tonka truck.
Dude, take me back. That view.
Flash Player, dude. Flash Player was like
What a
a
game.
godsend
Yeah.
of the internet, dude.
Dude, I had the like coolest snowmobile too unlocked. We had all the
Yeah.
snowmobiles unlocked because me
Facts.
and my brothers would all play it. And there was like a
I'll play
snowmobile with like
so
2
much
power tracks, and it was
Yeah.
like an ATV, but a snowmobile.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's this Tonka truck or like Tonka.
Oh, I know the
car game.
Tonka game.
That game was so much fun, man. I played that shit for hours.
My grandparents had that one.
That was such a good game. And that
And
what else
I never really had PC games.
I think
That was like that.
yeah. Yo. Yo.
Good to know there's another like person who dealt with all the stuff on PC that was random
That's
as
so
shit.
funny.
Played all these random ass games.
All these random games, man. That was like my core of becoming a gamer. Yep.
You could get that thing for it. There's like
Yeah.
a little Tonka like controller for it.
I didn't
with,
even
like,
know you could
different
buy
levers.
that. That's actually kind of sick.
I didn't know either. I didn't.
Yeah,
have
I
it.
don't know if that was a thing. But yeah, dude, I remember that game. That honestly, thousands of hours on that game.
That.
Yeah, yep. That's kind of cool.
Good old times.
Yeah.
Good old times playing good old games.
Those are
times.
random
If only games were this good now.
For real. Doesn't hit the same.
Yeah, people try too hard now.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm
Does not hit
like
the
that's also like our age. I'm sure there are games where kids are vibing with right now. Like they love them.
Yeah, but it's like
sure.
Fortnite, and then they
Yeah,
just
but
do
they're
the
kids,
dances.
man.
But it's
I mean-
it's dude, it's just fucking Fortnite. I probably have over 1,000 hours on Fortnite.
I mean,
I saw like 500 on Fortnite.
it's
played
literally
a
like
lot
us
of
playing.
Fortnite.
It's literally like us playing Madden or FIFA or 2K or whatever, right? Like they're into that shit now. Like that's the thing. So
I don't play any of the games.
like
dude. That's
yeah.
Yeah. I don't play any of that shit anymore.
No, I don't play none of that.
Yeah,
I mean,
So I had a weird Madden
I don't
run
play games anymore.
because I don't play them nearly as much. I'll play a couple
Yeah.
Rocket League games every once in a while, and I'll play some Marvel Rivals with friends I went to college with. But
facts.
My Switch is literally like dusty, dude. I
Yeah,
literally
no,
just
straight
picked it
up.
right now to move it.
Straight
It's
up.
dusty.
I haven't turned on my PlayStation in forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my Xbox is just kind of sitting there.
I haven't done sim racing in forever actually either. Just got too tedious. You got to move the whole sim rig.
Yeah.
And then for those who don't know, I have like an actual like sim racing setup. So it's like a big thing with like a chair and pedals and steering.
Yeah,
wheel.
dude, I
to
still
get
need to
everything
try
out.
your rig out.
Yeah.
I need to try it out.
Unfortunately, you're more than welcome to try it at some point.
Yeah.
I might get rid of the one. I hand built mine out of wood also for those who don't know. And it's held up pretty dang well. But I don't know if I'll keep it. I might throw out the wood one. The seat post screws. So I bought my racing seat for it. I bought from a guy who took it out of a 370Z.
Oh,
And it's
Yeah.
like an actual track seat.
That's
like
kinda
it's red
sick.
and black. It's an actual like you'd throw this in a race car. It's a cheap race seat.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
But one of the seat posts on the bottom, a bolt broke off in it. So now that corner of it's loose. So you kind of like lean a little bit when you hit the brake, and then the brake like also requires like 60 pounds of force. Because I bought like nice pedals, so it's like they feel
Yeah.
like
Like,
actual
like
pedals.
actual
Like
pedals.
I have like an actual clutch that simulates a
Yeah.
clutch pedal. and
That's sick.
you can change the springs and the clutch and the brake and make them heavier and lighter.
Mm.
But I think I'm gonna get rid of the wood one I built and try to get a metal one that I can set up places with like an actual monitor stand. Because right now I
Yeah.
have to like slide the wood one in front of my desk so I can use my monitors,
Yeah.
or I have to
Yeah.
do VR. But I can't do VR with every game, so.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
VR with the Quest 2 for racing is not that great. It's too low res.
Oh, interesting. Dude, but that's lit though. That's lit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I can
The
think of
full,
other
the
games.
full setup.
I definitely played a bunch of Sonic games. Played like
Sonic?
yeah, a lot of like
I-
Sonic on.
I had.
I think
I
I
didn't
think
play
that was
no
on
Sonic
PC too. Sonic might have been on PC
I beat
too.
Super Mario Galaxy
The only thing
and Super Mario
I
Bros.
had
when it
Sonic
came
in
out
is
for the
Smash
Wii.
Bros.
Yeah, Smash.
But even
I played
Smash
a lot.
Bros. I didn't play that much. I never really played that.
I didn't play Smash Bros. A ton. We
It's
would
like a
every
decent
once in a
game.
while, but we'd always end up fighting with each other.
Only time I'd play is like we used to go to the library and like, we used to play like every day. I don't remember back in high school,
That,
but
that
that's
I
the
had to
only
run on
time.
the Switch. I got my Switch in
Yeah.
it a little bit, but
No, I mean I have it on my Switch too, but I don't really play it.
yeah,
Like,
I don't play it anymore.
I don't know, man. I just don't. I don't game that much anymore, man.
Honestly,
No.
Like I want to get back into it, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't game like that no more.
yeah, for real.
It's sad. It's sad.
We're old, man.
We really are.
We have jobs.
We've
What
we've fallen out
jobs.
of the demographic of gamers.
Yeah, yeah. Damn.
I'd argue I'm still pretty decent at a few games, but
I would argue I'm still pretty decent too, but I just don't play them as much as I would like to.
I don't play like. Gone are the days of any single player like story game.
Yeah.
Like I'll only hop
The
on
only
games
one-
where I can go play like 3 games in
Facts, and
40
hop
minutes and then get off.
Yeah, yeah. For
Yeah.
me, it's either that or Pokemon. Pokemon's the only like actual story game that I play. That's it.
I was never into any Nintendo
Yeah, yeah,
like that. I didn't even have, if there was one, Pokemon for the Wii.
yeah.
I don't even know if there was a Pokemon Wii.
No, Pokemon is my favorite game ever. I think I could still get hooked on it, but it's a matter of like I need to start
Yeah,
playing.
facts.
Like right now, I literally just don't want to play Pokemon. But like, that's me knowing like if I start playing, I could just get hooked at any
Yeah,
second.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. 100%.
But
100%.
But yeah, that shit's lit. That shit's lit.
Are we, is that
I was
the
going
look?
to say, should we
Is that
wrap
the
it
look?
on up here?
Yeah, that's the look.
We're almost an hour and a half.
Yeah.
our quote?
Yeah.
What did
Yeah, we got a quote.
What did Sonny say? Any quote from?
You got to make the car for combat. Sonny
There you go.
Hayes,
There we go.
All right.
Brad Pitt.
Plan C.
Leave him with that.